So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Junior Golf Podcast. My name is Ro Thompson. Man, we got a special guest in the building tonight. And man, I tell you, we've been following her on social media. Her mom posts about her from time to time. So we've been able to see that she's been doing some incredible things in Aggie land. Right, Zoe? And
Yes.
so we've been following her success, and we just wanted to bring her on a podcast tonight to hear her story. And so let's welcome to the podcast none other than Zoe Slaughter. Hey, Zoe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. How you doing?
Pretty good. It's been a busy year, busy season so far. So just trying to get everything in order.
Good. Well, listen, before we get into all the golf and all of this stuff, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I started golf a long time ago, along with other sports. I love hanging out with my friends. I'm just enjoying life right now, to be honest.
Good. And Zoe, you are supposed to. Now, Zoe, what other sports did you play before you finally phased all that other stuff out and really got just into golf? What other sports did you play?
I was really into basketball and volleyball. And then my mom tried to get me into track because she ran track in college, but that wasn't for me.
So you wasn't feeling that, right?
Oh, no, not at all.
Gotcha. So take us back the time you started golf. How did all of that happen?
Right. My grandpa played golf at Prairie View. And my dad just really loves golf. And so both of them were like, hey, let's just try her out, see if she likes it. And I did. And then I didn't really solidify on it till I was like 11, 12. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to do it for real.
Wow. So you got good. You got good pretty fast. You remember the first time you picked up a club?
First time I picked it up was probably 7, but
okay,
yeah,
that's good. So so Zoe, as you were coming up in the juniors around 11, when did you feel like your game was progressing to the level where you could be really good at the game?
Right. Well, it was kind of a slow process, it was a process where, okay, I really liked the sport. But then there was a shift when I was probably almost 13, 14, where I was like, I want to be really good. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to put the work in, the dedication, and it's just baby steps, like I want to play in college or I want to win this tournament, just little progressions over time.
So what did something happen? What did you lose a tournament, or what triggered you to say, you know what, I'm really going to grind at this thing? What happened?
Well, I started making a lot of friends at tournaments, and I was just like, I see my friends winning. Why can't I? And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to start practicing a little bit more
Right.
and seeing what I can do. And it just became fun.
That's good. Now, what are some of your fondest memory? Before we get to the college experience, what are some of your fondest memories as a junior? Was it any particular tournament that you played, or was it any particular tournament that you won? What was your favorite experience as a junior?
Right. I think not really tournaments that I've won, but tournaments where I've just like, I played well. There was like a couple of AJs where I had the final round was really good. Like at Sergio Garcia, I think I shot 65 my junior year, and that was just like a core memory I'll never forget. And it's little days like that add up.
That's smoking. 65?
Yes.
Now, what's your lowest round ever?
64.
64.
Yes.
Ooh, that's smoking. That is smoking. So let's switch gears a little bit. Your college experience so far. This is you're going into your sophomore, junior year? Junior year.
Yes.
Okay. Tell us about your college experience so far.
It's great. It's literally like a dream because every day, you wake up, you go to workouts, go to school, and go practice with your best friends to do the sport you love. So it's awesome.
Right. And you like all the traveling and
Oh yeah.
tournaments, everything that comes along with it.
Oh yeah. I
Now, do,
mean,
now, do you feel like it can be overbearing sometimes? Because I know some people look at it as a grind, but some people look at it as fun. How do you look at it?
I think it's fun. Like, obviously, well, I mean, this past spring we were traveling for like 5 weeks, so we missed like 5 weeks of school, which is
I know you're
pretty
like,
difficult.
yes.
Yeah, it was fun in the
You
moment,
gotta
but when I
you gotta
got
make up
back,
that work, right?
right, I was like, oh, this is. But yeah, I mean, it's fun. Like you work really hard in these 4 or 5 weeks leading up to the tournament, and then you just go out, have fun, and I mean, you have all the confidence in the world because you've been practicing.
Right. Now, when did you start beating your dad and your granddad?
um, I
Oh, he
was
laughed.
13, I think, and
13?
I will never forget. He was so mad.
What?
He was like, "How did you do that? I thought we were
Yeah.
tied." I was like, "We were not tied."
No, you won, right? Fair and
Yeah.
square, right? Well, that's good. I know as a dad, my son started beating me like two years ago. I
Mhm.
mean, I'll probably never beat him again because he drives the ball 300, and so it's. I don't think Dad will ever beat you. He'll have to catch you on a really bad day to beat you, right?
Really?
Good,
Oh
good.
man.
Now tell us, so we got a lot of junior listeners. This is going to go out to, thousands of junior players. What would you say would be what would be your biggest, your best advice as they're going through the junior circuits, as they're going, trying to get a college scholarship? What would you say? What would be your best advice to them right now?
There's just there's a lot of work that goes in behind the scenes, just making sure you're focused. You don't have to practice for 8, 9 hours. I'm
Okay.
saying like just focus your 100% on the time that you're there
Yeah.
and you're going to practice. And then when you get out on the course, have fun. I mean,
Gotcha.
all your confidence is there because you put in the work behind the scenes. So just go out and showcase what you can do.
Great. So Zoe, your practice routine. Talk to us a little bit about. Walk us through your practice routine when you go to the course. What do you start with? Because a lot of people like to start at the range because they don't want to run out of range balls. How do
Right.
you typically start your practice routine?
I always start with putting just because putting is my weakest
Okay.
factor right now. And so I usually spend time doing like little drills, just make sure my maintenance is good, my setup is good for most of the time I'm putting. And then at the end, I'll probably do like a little game where you have to do like four under. And yeah, I spend an hour and a half putting
That's
and
beautiful.
then literally like 35 minutes on the range. I don't spend much on the range.
Do you have a favorite putting, whether it's the string line, whether it's the mirror? What's your favorite putting apparatus to use?
I use the mirror for like
Mirror. Okay.
5 years, but recently I just started adding the string back again and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, that's what my son uses. So I think we're on the right track because we
Yes.
starting to get down to 26, 27, 28 putts around, and but every
Yes.
now and then he'll have that 30,
Yeah.
34, and I'm like, son, your putting was good last tournament. What happened? I don't know, Dad.
No, me too. I don't know what happened either.
Right. So Zoe, what's in the bag? Tell us about what
Right.
all do you have in the bag right now?
I have ping driver,
Okay.
uh
You're a
title.
ping person.
Just the driver. I like it a lot. I
Oh,
do.
okay, okay. My son,
And
my
then
son doesn't like the ping dryer. He said it sounds like uh, some the loud noise, ping. And I say you don't like it. But anyway,
they're like, we can hear you all the way from across the thing. So I'm like, I know, I'm sorry.
right, right.
And then title is irons and wood
Hmm.
and tailor-made hybrids. And then an even roll putter.
Okay, good, good. Now, besides your clubs,
Mhm.
what do you keep in your bag? Like a good luck item, a favorite ball marker. something that nobody would expect, Zoe to keep in the bag?
I have a favorite ball marker, but I won't use it on the golf course because I'm
Okay.
scared to lose
You're
it.
right.
So
Now
I think
what's the
it's
ball
good.
marker? What's the ball marker?
There's literally a heart that I got when I was
Oh,
like 10 years old, and I won't use it because but if it's not my bag, I claim that I won't play well. So I need to
gotcha.
keep it there.
Right. So you got to keep that in there, right?
Mhm.
And so, all right. So what's in the future for Zoe Slaughter? You got possibly 2 more years of eligibility. What are some of your goals that you want to achieve the last 2 years, and then possibly after college?
Right. Just getting more top threes and winning more college tournaments, I know that'll boost my confidence a lot. So that way when I graduate and try to go to Q school that
Okay.
I know I'm ready. But yeah, I've been placing well, just usually that middle round is what gets me. And so puts me at a contention, but just making sure that I'm getting those top threes and those winning in college tournaments.
Good. Yeah, like I said, we've been following you. We stay on Golf Stats. I think that's a site that
Yeah.
we can check all the college golfers and men and women. So anytime we see Texas A&M, we got to go to Zoe and see where she did, right?
Awesome.
Yes. So how can our listeners reach you on social media, Zoe?
Yeah, my Instagram is Zoe_Slaughter, and I am always on there. So just
Good.
reach out anytime.
Yeah, we got to get those followers up so you can start ching-chinging a little bit, okay?
Exactly.
How many followers you got right now?
1,800 maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I think we got to get that up to 10,000 if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
Some kind of way we got to get that up to 10,000. I think
Exactly.
when you win that next tournament, I think that's going to
Oh,
take
that's
it up
my
to the next
booster
level.
right there. Yeah.
Right. Good. So let's see. Getting into college. Okay. Last question, Zoe. Getting into college for our juniors, what's the key to getting recruited by a top, let's say, a top college, HBCU? What are some of the keys? What do they need to be scoring, and what do they need to be focused on so they can get recruited into college?
Right. I will tell you my best or my highlight season was when my putting was very good.
Wow.
I mean, that's what they look at, short game putting. If you
Okay.
can get it up and down, you're going to be golden. And just honestly, my mom helped me with this a lot. Like she helped me reach out to every single college possible. And she was like, it doesn't matter. Just keep your options open and you never know what can come about. So
That's good. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm doing now as I'm reaching out to the schools, reaching out to the coaches, just sending them an email saying, hey, John is interested in your program. And of course they always send the letter saying, we can't talk to you till June, but we'll be following John. And, so I'm just trying to send out as many letters as possible to, I guess to say, keep our name out there for them. So
that's exactly right. They will remember it after that.
Yes. Well, listen, Zoe, we're going to open up the lines for some Q&A. I know we got some good questions. We got some really good junior golfers on here tonight too. So let me see if I can open up the lines, and we'll get our first question in here. So, guys, the lines are clear. Ask Zoe any questions that you may have tonight.
Hey Zoe, how you doing? Thanks for being on.
Oh yeah, no problem.
So question. So as a young adult, how do you handle being a role model for so many younger golfers that look like you, both boys and girls?
Right. It's really about being yourself and also remembering why you started and where you came from, to be honest, because there's a lot of times where I look back and I always remember being in junior tournaments, wishing that there was somebody who looked like me and, pulling up to the golf course wishing there was somebody my age that looked like me. So, I mean, coming to tournaments now and seeing a few girls that look like me and being friends, I just always keep that in mind and make sure that I'm being a good representative for people, for young Black golfers, to know that they can get up here, they can do exactly what I'm doing and be great at it.
It's good, Zoe. Good. Any other questions for Zoe?
How often did you practice when you were my age?
Okay.
And that's Kalani. Kalani, tell her how old you are.
9.
You're not. Okay. When I was 9, I was playing, I was playing 2 sports, so I wasn't really I was just having fun when I was 9, to be honest. Just making sure I go out and I love the game, not to put too much pressure on yourself and just go out and have fun, to be honest. I practiced maybe an hour, but that was just like my attention span. I was like, okay, I gotta go.
Yeah, Kalani's one of our up and coming juniors. I think Kalani, you're going to Worlds real soon, right?
Awesome.
So Zoe, any advice for Kalani as she gets ready to attend U.S. Kids World?
I mean, practice your hour, focus on what you got to do, and then honestly go out and have fun. I'm telling you, that's the best way. Don't be nervous at all, because let me tell you, having fun is just going to make the experience so much better.
That's good. That's good you say that, Zoe, because I think sometimes when our juniors are on the course, like John, he was up against a higher ranked opponent today. Mm-hmm. He was even through 9. Mm-hmm. And then like between 10 and 13, something happened. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what that something is. I don't know if he needs to tell himself to have fun or loosen up or stay relaxed, but something's happening to cause a little disconnect on the back 9. So what's your thought process when you're having a pretty good round and you wanted to kind of keep going? Just kind of walk us through your thought process as you're in the tournament.
Well, that's when I feel like your routine becomes super important when you step into the ball, because if you just focus on your routine and saying, okay, I'm going to step into the ball with my right foot, I'm going to hold the club like this, and just going through that and being like, if you focus on that, you don't even have time to worry about nerves. And I always tell myself, nerves are never going to help you. They're only going to hinder you. So just put that out of your mind and know that you got it.
Right. Yeah. Because any little just slight body twitch can just cause you to hit a messed up shot. Exactly. All right. We got a question coming in. Let's say in middle school, what was your focus on the course as top 10 and 12 to 13 in Illinois Junior Golf Association? I'm held to such a high standard, but I know what I can do. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't always go my way.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, I'm still working on that now. Honestly, just staying true to your practice. If something is not going your way during a tournament round, I always walk into the next hole. I'm thinking, okay, well, I missed that putt. Was it because I missed the read, or was it because of my stroke? And then just go back real quick, think, okay, I'm pretty sure it's because of my stroke. Let me fix that. Let me turn it around really fast. And so it's just making sure you can be able to like decipher and pinpoint what you think you should change in the next hole, and keeping a positive mindset going into that as well.
Yeah, and that's a good statement you just made, Joey. Because sometimes on the course, I feel like my son doesn't make adjustments as quick as he should, and it almost seems like he repeats the same mistakes 2 holes or 3 holes in a row. And another thing I say to myself on the course, I'm like, he couldn't have did anything different from the previous. Just like, oh Lord.
Sometimes it takes a second to realize it, but yeah, I mean, when you figure it out, you can make the switch real quick, and it's just
Exactly. And I came in from Taylor Miller.
Okay.
All right, that question came in. All right, any other questions for Zoe? Before we go ahead.
Oh.
Putting drills do you do?
Putting drills. Okay. I like to do a lot of games because I feel like that puts pressure on myself that you don't get from like regular standard drills. So there's a drill where I put 8 tees around the hole, just different lengths, and you 4 are considered par putts and 4 are considered birdie putts, and you go around the hole until you are 4 under. So if you miss a par putt, that's 1 over. But if you make the birdie putt, it's even. So you just keep going until you are 4 under, and it really keeps your mind focused on what you need to do.
Yep, we do those. We call them hurricane drills. But yeah, like you set them up around the. That's a good one though. Thank you, Zoe.
Yeah, of course.
I like that one. Maurice Jackson said he's a big fan, Zoe.
I'm a big fan of Kendall.
That's right.
Hey, what's up, Zoe? It's Kevin Cox here, Kay's dad.
Hey.
So I hear you talk about letting your routine kind of combat the nerves. Mm-hmm. So you want to talk through your pre-shot routine and how you focus on that for us, please?
Yeah, of course. So my pre-shot routine, obviously get your distance, check the wind, when you have your club in your hand. So I don't lock in my glove until I'm absolutely ready to hit the shot, because that's my signal to be like, okay, now you need to focus. So lock in your glove, and then go behind the ball, line up where you want to put your short spot. So instead of like aiming at the flag, I'm going to aim at something 6 feet or 6 inches in front of me. Take my 2 practice swings, step into the ball, and then lock in on your target for 5 seconds, come back and swing. Like, don't have any time to think about it. Don't be staring at the ball. Just come back and go.
Thank you. That's perfect. I love the fact that I'm glad that Kay can hear you say don't go back and forth. Just lock in those 5 seconds. That's all you need. And just go for it. Because sometimes you'll just overthink it and go back and forth. Then by that time, it's like it's over. So
yeah, don't give yourself time to even consider nerves or anything.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hey, Zoe, quick question for you. When you're driving the ball, do you pick any targets out in the fairway? Okay.
Yeah, I pick like probably a tree that's 10 or 700 yards downrange. But...
So Zoe, if you pick a target out to the left, how can you hit the ball to the right? I'm just asking for John.
You know what? Sometimes a little push is gonna happen, but
no, I'm talking about the big ones.
Oh, you know that's
not the one on the edge of the fairway, Zoe. If I'm aiming out left, right? I'm talking about the one that go in the woods, and he's got to punch out and then put himself in position for a par. But you know. But anyway, all right. So y'all, any other questions for Zoe?
Thank you, Zoe, for your time. I know you're busy, so it's inspirational to have you out there. It means a lot to the little girls, that, especially Kalani. So thank you for what you do. We watch you on Instagram all the time, so we'll keep watching.
Thank y'all so much, and good luck at Worlds.
She said thank you.
Hey, Zoe, good luck at the Western.
Oh, thank you.
And Zoe, when is the Western?
The Western is next week. My practice round is on Monday. So
nice. All right. Well, we're gonna be following you. So
yes.
yes. Between me and Mo, we're always posting the links for junior tournaments. So college or junior tournaments, so everybody can follow the live leaderboard. So
awesome. Thank you for that.
Yes. So Zoe, from the Junior Golf Podcast and the team, we want to thank you for being on tonight. We wish you the best at the Western, and we know you're going to have one of the greatest junior years that you've ever had in the NCAA. So all the best, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And tell Mom and Dad we said thanks too for having you on.
Yes.
Okay.
They can hear you. They say.
Oh, they can hear you. Oh, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Appreciate y'all. All right. Have a good one, y'all.